Hey Eurovision fans, it's day 3 of rehearsals at Eurovision 2025 and we have the 8 songs in the first half of the second semi-final. We're getting 3 photos from each country. This is going to be 30 minutes of me gooping over photos. Let's kiki. Hi, my name is Tom. I'm an Irish Eurovision analyst and you can find all of this stuff on my Eurovision channel. In case you didn't see, I already did a reaction to day 1 and day 2 of rehearsals, which covered semi-final number 1. Really exciting photos so far. I did a quick scan. The photos are ready and I think there's going to be a lot of exclamations today because some of these photos really got me excited. Let's start off in the correct running order today. Let's not pick random countries. Let's actually go in the correct sequence. We're going to start with Australia. Gojo, Milkshake Man. Incredible first photo here. Okay, first of all, we noticed that he's got his top off. So that performance we saw in the pre-parties where he had his top on and he took it off. Park did the same thing at the Madrid party as well. So that looks like it is part of his performance. I think it works. Like, he's got a really fantastic body. I think it fits with the theme of the song. This like empowerment and confidence and getting your mojo back. My main thing here is the LEDs. The LEDs are not what I was expecting in the pre-party. We got kind of like a California, like very vibrant, slightly hallucinogenic vibe. And this color palette's a little bit different than I was expecting. These kind of like white abstract patterns. I'm guessing that's the milkshake. I think we can see a milkshake prop on the left. So maybe he starts in that. That'd be so fun. I was talking earlier on in the season about how he could bring the milkshake truck onto the stage. It looks like he's actually just got a big ass milkshake, which is more camp. So I'm definitely into it. So it looks like that milkshake's overflowing. And then the backdrop, we're getting kind of a blue with some slight 70s retros colors in that top right. Costume-wise, he's got a red neckerchief. I believe we've seen his outfit as well. Someone pointed out in my last video very correctly that there is a couple more videos as well, like on the Eurovision page, them doing like a karaoke in a box. So we can see here he's got this kind of 70s looking Milkshake Man outfit. He's got the red handkerchief, so he's going to reveal at some point. Interesting. I think this is going to be really fun. I think casuals are going to love this. It's really camp. There's a little bit of nostalgia. There's a little bit of references here to like 70s, 80s porn stars. He's got the mustache now. Did he have the mustache before? Maybe he did, but I just didn't register it. But it's really coming across as 70s kind of like classic German porn now, which is awesome. Kama's doing something similar as well. Yeah, I love this. Really cool outfit. Okay, let's go to photo number 2. I wonder if he can have a 2-stage reveal. Or is that the same outfit as the last one? Yeah, it looks like it's a 2-stage reveal. It looks like he's going to take off the white and he's got this by down outfit underneath. Like maybe it's stretchy and he's going to pull it down over himself. And with these 2 wonderful dancers, I believe one of the dancers in the music video was his actual girlfriend. So yeah, they're doing a whisper thing. This is just so fun. Look at this image. It's giving me like a little bit of Grease. It's giving me a little bit of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, like he's Willy Wonka. These kind of like candy looking dresses, like Willy Wonka themed. The styling is so wonderful. It's whimsical. It's fun. It just pops. Look, I love both of their dresses. The stripes and the polka dots and the small details, like she's wearing this garter and they're doing the naughty secret. Oh, it's just giving the right amount of whimsy and he's in character in the middle. Really wonderful. No information here about LEDs or props. That does look like the milkshake behind him, but it's off. It's not making milkshake. So I wonder what they're going to do for the, when I say sweet, you say yum bit, because that's quite a big part on the stage. I think they'll probably want to guard that secret for a little bit later. We did see some font appearing at the Madrid pre-party, so maybe they're going to use that. Again, the third photo of this is giving a little bit more party atmosphere. Again, these visuals look a tiny bit blurred. It looks like the photo hasn't captured the LED perfectly. Slightly distorted version of what's in the background, but we can see it looks like maybe a pineapple. Are these nuts? I'm sure. I think I see a banana. And we can see more clearly this milkshake. And it does look like he's going to come out of it because we've got the door there. So maybe he's going to be like up against the door and the milkshake at the start, serving 90s music video realness. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. If this isn't in the final, it'd just be like, it'd be such a crime. I'm going to get on the EBU crime hotline because someone needs to call the police if this is not in the final, because this is wonderful. Looks so much fun. This is kind of what I was expecting because of all the clues that we got from the music video and from his pre-party performances, but it just looks wonderful. And then we've got the 2 dancers as well. I'm so excited to see this. And hopefully a couple more surprises coming up when we hear the sweet yum part. Okay, next up, let's go to something totally freaking different. It is Nina Zizic for Montenegro singing Dobrodošli. Beautiful first photo. Wow, look at this, just showing off the rafters and this really, really dramatic lighting. And then we have this arc of white with these shadowy figures behind, which we had in the music video, and we also had in Monte song as well. So that's something that they've kept. And we can kind of see this outfit looks so dramatic, super, super avant-garde. It's giving petal. It's also giving those lizards who put their frills up, but prettier. Like it's this kind of soft, slight, is it eggshell white? It's a little bit off-white. Very, very dramatic. Her hair looks wonderful as well with that as well. She really does look like a flower. And then her head is the stamen. Sorry to get biological on you. And then with these two beautiful lights as well, shining directly at us, kind of like eyes. This is super dramatic. I love the lights on the ground as well. Really fantastic light work, giving us a kind of dark, icy blue, white color palette, which we were expecting because we saw that in the revamped music video. Second photo, and we get a close-up now of the outfit. Now, I love avant-garde. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it.com. I love the fantasy, the craziness being really, really out there. I think there are some people who are going to possibly make a little bit of fun of this, because it does look like she's giving one of those Halloween costumes when you're in bed, or, you know, that it's a big pillow. It's also reminded me a little bit of Vladana from 2022, Breathe. She had like a light halo going on, and, you know, that didn't great. I think it didn't come last. I think it came 17th in the semi-final. I think it was a 19-person semi-final. I love this because I just love that it's drama and it's out there and it's risky. But I think there's some people who might just think that's silly, but who cares? You're not going to win everybody. I think it's better to take the risk rather than going a bit too simple. Again, we've got a lot of smoke on the ground, which is going to be really, really cool. It's going to give it a really, really strong vibe. And then on the LEDs again, we're getting this black, silver, white, which we know is going to be the main color palette for the performance. She's got her blindfold back. She had that Monte song. She got rid of it in the revamp video. It's back. I like it. I think that is something interesting. And I think it adds in a moment where she gets to take off, adds a little bit of intrigue at the start, which is really important. That first 20 seconds where they need to keep people's attention with this dramatic instrumental intro. Don't get people tuning out. So having something like the blindfold, some really dramatic lighting, creating a little bit of intrigue. Who is she? Why is she blindfolded? Is she sleeping in bed? That's all good stuff. Okay, let's go to the third photo. And then again, not too much more information about the outfit. This looks actually quite close to the second photo. So I'm imagining that this is at the start, and then we have this like kind of like chaos, a little bit of static vibe. I actually really like this idea of her being small with these big LEDs, like just getting a lot of artwork in, giving us a lot of kind of atmosphere with this very, very intense song. I think camera angles are just going to make or break this. If they have incredible camera angles that are really chic and dramatic, this can just absolutely pop because they have a very different vibe in their LEDs and their aesthetic. So this could pop. Let's have a look at her outfit from her getting ready video, and we're just getting a more simple white dress now. That makes me wonder, does she take off this backing white bit? Is that one of the reveals? Is she going to take off the blindfold and then take off the white bit in a later part as well? I do think small things like that are going to help her, like small little moments that just kind of feel like it just gives it a little bit of a jolt in the performance, because the song is quite steady. It's a little bit of a slow build. I just saw Vladana actually commented on that photo. Look, these photos are good. No massive surprises, but I actually thought that the LEDs and the visuals in the revamp video, if you saw I did a reaction to that, I thought were very elegant. So I didn't think they had to make changes, but it's the camera work for me. That's the kind of make or break magic that they need to bring. It's qualifiable, but the camera work has to just be like probably top 3 in the whole semi-final to make it just come alive and feel really, really special, because they're so early, they need to be memorable. Third up is Ireland. It's Emmy singing Like a Party and Will May Goopt, Tall May Goopereat, because these photos really took my breath away when I checked them out this morning. Thank F, because I was so worried. Everything that kind of has been put out so far for Like a Party has just looked cheap. Sorry. Let's just be real. The Eurosong performance looked cheap. The music video looked cheap. The pre-parties look cheap. This is expensive. This looks like we've just gone from the local newsagent to the really high-end department store. And I think this is Marvin Dietman. This is what I do associate with him. I associate him with chic, glamour. He likes sparkles. He likes expensive-looking things. I think he's a little bit of a diva. But this just looks so much more expensive. I think that she's standing on a rocket. I think it's like a cooler interpretation of rocket. It's not like super literal, like a big, like old school Tintin rocket on that she's going to come out of. That might have been a little bit too camp. This might be a nice safe space between being too camp and not. The front on the rocket, we've got a little hints of pink. They're not going too extreme into the pink and the blue, I don't think, which is good. There's a little bit more emphasis on the silver. It's a bluey silver, but it's still just not effing blue and pink, which we had so much, particularly in 2021. So yeah, I love this. Love these pink lights. With her brothers there, with the star shades on. Great that she's got that emotional support of having a sibling on stage. Outfit, deluxeified. Thank you. I want everything in the Irish production to be deluxeified. The boots look great. She's got a pleated dress on. I can't see a thing. It looks like she's got a hood, which is alluding to a helmet without her being in like too goofy a helmet. You can skew too goofy with this, and the kids will love it because this is a real song I think is going to do really, really well with a young audience. But then you're kind of like, you don't want to isolate the parents. It's like that balance between trying to make it as broad appeal as possible. Love the lighting here because it's giving moonlight shining down on her. He looks like a little bit of an alien. He's got different lighting. This is a really fantastic first photo. Literally, I didn't think we were going to qualify. I thought we were going to be borderline. No, I thought we were going to be maybe close. Oh, I feel so much better now. I'm not saying it's definitely happening, but this just makes me feel much more confident. It looks so deluxeified. I know I say that word a lot, but it's real. This is what you should be doing. You have to upgrade your performances. And this is, in fairness, the base product, really basic. This is a big upgrade though. They haven't just gone to the like next basic level. They've skipped a lot of levels to get to a high level. So really, really, really happy with this. Let's go to the second photo. We get a little bit more view of this dress, this beautiful pleated dress, and her boots are silver, but they've got a metallic look. And look at how the lighting is hitting them. So we're giving like this, we're getting purples, we're getting pinks in here. It's just giving like a real vibrant stuff. Love, 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 love how those silver metallics look on stage. I'm gonna have to learn her brother's name. What is it? Yeah, Erlon. So yeah, Erlon looks great there. He's got stars on his pants. And we can see the rocket behind. A little bit of a shame that we can see the handles for rocket, but maybe they can hide that with the camera effects that we won't see that too much. We can see some, is it like possible pleating or lines on her bodice? She's got little details like the glove. This is what you need. These small details. 180 million people are watching you. You can't just show up with something that look like it came from H&M. These are the details that make it look really, really expensive. Lots of thought going in. I think particularly with this, you want people to be transported to a magical world. And those intricate details put you in that other world. Love it. And then this third photo. Goopery. I woke up this morning and one of my friends in Ireland has sent me this photo and they said, what do you think? And I could not believe it. This looks so much better than the LEDs that we had before. Oh my God, let's put those LEDs from the past, let's put them straight into the bin. Let's set the bin on fire. Let's put it into a radioactive tank and let's throw that radioactive tank into the sea and keep these LEDs instead. This is a perfect marriage of fun and whimsy, but chic and expensive. Now that's Marvin Dietman. So I criticize that maybe he won't be the right person for this, but this is making me change my mind because this is so perfect. We're still getting Leica. It's still super fun and whimsy, but it's not freaking floating bones spinning around. This is a constellation of Leica, but with all these lines going through. Oh, it's so clever. It's elegant. It's detailed. Wonderful. Literally, not joking, one of my biggest wow images of anyone I've seen so far. And I'm not saying that just because I'm Irish. You know, I'm really, really pretty harsh on Irish songs in general. I feel safe in saying I'm not stupidly biased. This is really, really wow. This looks so great. It feels like adults can see this and go, that looks really gorgeous. But then kids are going to go that as well. And they're going to see that it's a puppy, but then also that it's a star. They probably won't get the constellation reference, but it looks great. It looks chic. It looks expensive. Fantasy. We can see the rocket from the front. We can see these 4 dancers on stage as well. Please let the dancers be professional dancers. We cannot have the amateur dancers that we had in the music video. I'm sorry, but it's Eurovision now. You need to step up. No amateur dancers from the local high school. We need proper professional dancers, and hopefully these are those. I don't know. I haven't seen a moving clip. It looks like they've got silver tight pants on. Let me do a zoom because we are weirdos and we zoom in on rehearsal photos. They're giving a little bit of a power salute. The bannisters, I don't know. It looks like it might be black, and then there's like a silver, like almost like a breastplate. That looks like the end of the song. Oh, I love this. And the thing is, this is silver and blue, but it just feels different. Like that, the pink has got kind of like a dreamy, washed out feel to it. Like it feels historic, it feels nostalgic. And then the blue, it's just the details in it. It's not just like a bright blue. We've got like stars. This third photo is magic, magic, magic. This is going to be on my thumbnail. Girl, if you make my thumbnail, notice that if you go back and look through my thumbnails, I only put the best photos on my thumbnails. You don't get a free pass onto the thumbnail. Let's look at her outfit. I'm not going to show the videos because, babe, it's just too complicated. Sorry about the play symbol being in the way, but yeah, you can survive. Yeah, we can see the breastplate. This silver looks really, really wonderful, and it's the way that the lights are going to hit off it. Fourth up is Latvia, and if you're sick of me getting gooped and gagged, well, then you need to like fast forward later in the video because I saw these photos and I was just like, stop it, Latvia, stop. I am getting full ass alien snow ice princess Narnia realness. Oh my goodness, I looked at this photo and I was just like, pwah, because this is, sorry, I'm gonna say that word again. It's deluxeification, baby. This is deluxeification. It's deluxeification, but also it's a sidestepping into a new feel because this looks expensive. Like the details in the crowns that they're wearing and all of them having to, and this hair that's going down on the bonnet. Oh, this is magical, magical, magical. This is, I wanted fairy fantasy and we're going ice fairy Narnia wonder fantasy forest nymph. Wonderful. This beautiful off silver ice with a little bit of blue, but then we've also got this beige, like it's a white gold. Oh, this is a divine photo. Is this going to make my thumbnail as well? My thumbnails are going to be busy today. I might have to put like 3 or 4 photos in because this, oh, wow, divine. It's a bit of a side step away because in the previous performances we've seen, it's looked a little bit more earthy, a little bit less produced. I love this though. I'm also getting a little bit of future vibes. I'm getting a little bit of Alien. I'm getting a tiny bit of Medusa as well from the headpieces. The references, oh, they're non-stop. The detail. I could just look at this photo. Might I get this framed? Might I put it in my house? I think that will cross the line into too weird. This second photo, stop it. Latvia, stop. Naughty Latvia, this is too good. Oh my God. If this is going to be what it looks like on camera, Latvia are qualifying because this is absolutely freaking divine. It looks like she's been born out of a lake. Is it Guinevere, the Lady of the Lake, or Arthur? Her skin looks ethereal. She's not a human. Transportation. I'm in a different world without the Maitas right now. Absolutely beautiful. Look at the detail on her crown. They're still using the strings that they had in Supernova, but it's just quality. They got the quality dial and they just went and they spun it around until like steam was coming out of it. Wow, 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 wow. Incredible. And this third photo. Stop. Jail. Go to jail, Latvia. You cannot be this good. This is absolutely utterly divine. Go to prison. It's not legal. Wow, wow, wow. Look at all the poses. Look at the fingers. Oh. And this is another thing I was saying is that I hate it when they all do the same choreography. It looks like high school. This is them all doing their own thing. They're 6 individuals. They don't need to have the same choreography. I know they need to have a little bit of communion and harmony at some points, but love this. Look at how all their different, you can see their fingers against the white background of these threads. Just divine. Oh my goodness. This must be higher than qualification odds or else people aren't paying attention. Now, obviously this is a photo. It needs to come to life with the visuals. I imagine we are going to be switching between colors. Right now we're getting a lot of blues and silvers. I feel like we're going to be getting warm colors as well. Particularly when the chorus comes in, I think we're going to get some oranges and reds. But this effect, oh gosh. Keep in mind, people in 4th in the running order have a 90% qualification rate in the last 5 years. And the one country who didn't qualify was Latvia with Southern Lights, and they came 11th. Latvia delivering. I'm so happy for them. And this feels like I said, they're in that bunch of people who are in the middle. This feels like them grabbing that qualification spot by the neck and saying, bitch, I'm going to be in the final. God, I need to calm down because this is like, I'm only 4 songs in. These outfits are just divine. I'm going to take a photo here. You need to go watch this video. Sorry, I'm not putting videos in. I need to like make my life easier. Oh, this effect they've got where the hair is coming down. Pure nymph. So wonderful. What fabulous costumes. I hope there's like a little bit of a lighting effect that makes them feel different because one thing I'll say is that all 6 of them are the same. No, there is customization, but there's no customization in terms of colors. They're all the same color palette. So I'm hoping the lights could just make it feel like 6 different people. And we've got different hair and stuff, so they will have unique aspects. Fifth up, all the photos I'm watching from now on are live. That reaction you just saw to Latvia was my live reaction. First up is Armenia. Really exciting first photo here of him moving, running. Gives a real dynamic feel. This looks like the poster for a movie, like an action movie. It looks really, really great. Like maybe not a modern action, maybe like kind of more in the tens of the noughties, but it still looks wow. And then we're getting some blocks, which we saw broken up for Croatia in semi-final number 1. Looks like they're going to be forming lines, which gives me a little bit of Sweden staging. I know Sweden have done stuff with lights in lines. I think a couple of their artists have done that. Outfit-wise, we're just getting like maybe a more simple black top. Is there a little bit of sparkle in that? And then his pants, we're getting a bit of Matrix. A little bit of Neo from the Matrix. Shoes, it looks like he's wearing big-ass platform shoes. The pants look really cool. The way the light hits them, it looks like expensive material, lots of detail. Let's go to photo 2. Okay, a lot of atmosphere here. Quite different than I was expecting. We're getting nothing on the LEDs. We're getting lights popping up. Obviously, that looks really, really cool as a photo. I don't know how that would look as a performance, though. It is giving him a solitary feel. Obviously, the song is about Survivor, like staying aliver. But yeah, this is giving like him versus the world, him being on his own with these kind of lights. The lights almost look like people or faces or representing entities watching him and shining their attention and energy onto him, and he's on his own. And then we've got this nothing behind him. So I am getting the theme of the song in this picture, but yeah, I need to see how the video looks, but this is a striking image, definitely. And then the third one, first of all, let's point out the fact we can see the mountains from the stage in the background, and then it looks like he's jumping. So we're not getting a ton of information here, let's be real. Really, we're just getting outfit, and with the second photo where we got like just a look at what kind of ideas I might be going for in the color palette. We're not getting anything else. Just reading the Reddit review, and apparently he's going to be doing stuff on a treadmill. That could be really, really risky. Now, apparently he's going to be between like a light tunnel. Again, that was very reminiscent of Sweden. Treadmills don't always work. You know, it worked for Zoe in Austria 2016, but then wasn't Arlen Maps? She was on a treadmill for one bit, and that was a little bit hot and messy. Yeah, not too much information given away in that review either. One thing we can note as well is that he's not clashing with Kyle Alexander for semi-final number 1 anymore. So maybe that was a conversation that they had privately. He said, okay, I'm not going to have my armor. So then Kyle's team was like, we're going full armor. Yeah, so this is interesting. Very black and white. Very similar color palettes to Montenegro coming earlier, but obviously the vibe of the song is different. I don't know, I wonder if it gives it a rock and roll feel. I'm getting a lot of Matrix feel in this. It sounds like it's going to be gymnastics, lots of jumping around. The color palette is very pop star in the Matrix. Sixth up is Austria. Now, first photo. Okay, so in case you don't know, this whole performance is going to be in black and white. Very, 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 very risky. I tweeted about this yesterday. This could be a risk that could be make or break it. It's definitely going to make it stand out. It's a clever move to do because no one else can do it. No one can copy him this year. There's no clashing. So it is going to be standing. Now, if several people were doing black and white, that could flop. We have had black and white before. I believe Carousel for Latvia, they went in and out of black and white. Did Estonia go in and out of black and white in 2015 with Goodbye to Yesterday? I can't remember. It has been done before, but I think this whole performance is black and white. It's going to make it look incredibly atmospheric. It's going to really emphasize as well certain details. I'm noticing there's a lot of props here with this beautiful boat with a sail. It's got a lantern on it. Outfit-wise, his outfit's caused a little bit of controversy now because some people thinking like it looks a little bit too simple, but maybe the outfit's going to make more sense in the black and white. Maybe it's what shows off the light contrast the best. They've tested it and said, okay, this works the best with the little studs on it. Photo number 2, getting very dramatic posing. He looks very confident on stage. I love this little detail with the books. Look underneath his left foot and you can see there's books stacked. Like this is a homemade boat. This boat is representing him or his soul. Really beautiful personal details like that. And the black and white gives it a timeless feel. It makes it feel Sherlock Holmes. It's something a little bit older, Tintin as well. I'm thinking of those kind of older references. I think we can see like an old school suitcase as well in the bottom left, giving me early 20th century. The final photo, we're getting this really dramatic light. It's just going to look very different now. I'm not saying this is definitely going to work, but I love this risk. It's very exciting to me to see that first rehearsal and how is it going to translate. Because right now, Sweden are so far ahead in the odds. We want someone to kind of take a risk and potentially be an unknown quantity in how their performance is going to be perceived, because then that's going to make things a little bit closer. So yeah, I'm very, very excited by this. I'm not saying it definitely works. I think that this is going to come down to what the cinematography looks like. What's it look like on camera? What's the feel? This could have a very unique feel. Totally timeless and different. Like, the other thing is this kind of homemade boat. It's giving like forts that you make when you're a kid, like a safe space. Just lots of subtle messaging in the choices of the props, the way that they look, the fact it's in black and white. It's making a big statement. And is that statement going to fly? I don't know, but I don't think people are going to forget this. It's a very, 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 very sharp contrast to Sweden. So different. We've got Sweden, which is colorful and vibrant and just happy and pure joy. And this is really leaning into the angst. It's going to be such a big contrast, and that's great. You've got two songs that are very different. Other countries can be in the mix as well. It's not Austria versus Sweden. There's other people, other countries do exist. Obviously, these are probably two of the main front runners now with current information. But is that the fact that we're getting the light mist in the boat implies to me that we're going to be seeing turbulence. So are we going to be seeing stormy waves? We still don't know what's happening in the last 30 seconds as well. That's going to be like a big wow moment. I imagine they're going to be holding those cards closer to their chest, saving that for later. So there's more to come with Austria as well, whereas we know everything we know about Sweden. Let's have a look at his outfit. Yeah, like I said, his outfit didn't go down extremely well online. But at the end of the day, if it's what works with the lighting and the actual performance, that's more important than what it looks like in an Instagram photo. It does look a tiny bit like silk pajamas, but then we've also got these like influences. It looks like there's studs down the side. I'm looking at this, I'm just saying this looks like a prop that fits with the performance and the lighting, as opposed to something that he's going to wear out. I'm trusting the process right now. I'm trusting Sergio Hyan knows what he's doing, and so does JJ as well. I think that Austria are going for the win. I'm going to hold any judgments until I see what it looks like on camera. Greece. This is my first time looking at these photos. Okay, dress-wise, I'm getting a little bit frumpy, a teeny tiny bit frumpy. It's sparkly. I don't know if I like the cut at the bottom. That could just be the photo. Love her glasses. The hair is looking maybe a little bit too simple to me. I don't know if I'd like maybe a little bit more architecture in it, because it does kind of look like a hairstyle that it looks slick back, but it's just maybe a tiny bit simple. LEDs look beautiful though. Kind of this red to white ombre mountains, it looks like. Is this the Pontic Mountains? And then she's standing on a rock, which is very dramatic. I love the rock. Yeah, I just don't know if I'm mad on the... Let me get a close-up of the dress elsewhere, because I don't know if I'm feeling the dress. But again, I don't know. It's giving me a little bit of Wicked. I don't know if I like that dress. It just... I get the meaning of the song. It looks a bit funereal, but I suppose that will kind of... The song isn't necessarily about death. It's more about displacement. I don't know if it's flattering. It's just... Is it a little bit of an ugly dress? I'm not feeling it. What do you think? Leave me a comment down below. I don't know. Look, you saw my live reaction. I didn't look at the photos before, so I'm not feeling the dress. But if it looks wonderful on stage and the light hits it really, really well, then that's great. Everything else I really like. I like the rock. I like her glasses. I would like a small change in her hair. LED looks wonderful. Let's go to the second photo. Really, really beautiful. This does remind me a little bit of Ramonda. Beautiful light effect here, giving atmosphere. That's the main thing I'm getting from this, is we're going for a really, really cool atmosphere. This looks more expensive. I felt the LEDs were kind of a little bit too flat in the national performance. I thought the national performance was just flat in general. This looks like it's going to be more interesting. We've got the rocks or her coming on and off it, which is a bit of an event. She's going to be on a run. I think that there are two dancers coming up. Let's check Reddit. Just checking for JJ as well. Apparently there's going to be a big storm and he might get sucked into a vortex. That's pretty ambitious. But let's go back to Claudia. She's joined by one female dancer for the second verse, but they drift away. Oh, I like that. I think that's quite mysterious, having one person come on, build this connection, and then she loses them. And apparently the gown is going to sparkle with jewels. And we got camera work above that makes it look like this is in order. I'm feeling good about this. Like, despite the fact I had some criticism at the start, I think that this is going to absolutely hit the right mood. It's going to be very, very beautiful. It's already making me think a little bit of Amanda Chenford, who I thought had wonderful staging. I thought that really elevated as well. I'm getting serenity. I'm getting seriousness, melancholy. Let's go to the third photo. And we have her on the rock. Sorry, the costume for me is just too Broadway. I'm getting Wicked, a nice school teacher from Matilda. It's not working for me, but it's fine. I like a lot of the stuff. The rock has got beautiful detail there. It looks really like well done. It doesn't look like, you kind of, a rock comes on, it looks like plastic. This looks like a real rock. It looks like we're getting lots of drama. She's a great, great performer. I just hope this doesn't go into Broadway. Again, this pose is giving me a little bit of a Broadway as well. Don't worry, I'm not saying that Greece is not qualifying or anything. I think they're going to go through, but sorry, I hate the dress. Sorry, I'm just being real with you. Next up, lastly, our final song is Lithuania. First look. Okay, yeah, Lucas, Emilia, Alanas, and Jokubas. So that's Lucas there. Beautiful light work there. And we had that in Madrid pre-party, that they had this like very silhouetted look on stage. I thought this was wonderful. This totally fits with the song. This mystery, as long as it's not too much of the song, maybe just at the start and the end, but as a beginning, love it. Love the way the light catches his hair, gives it this halo effect. It's sinister, it's dark, it totally fits with the song. Not too much information otherwise, but to be honest, they don't really need LEDs. If they can do wonderful light work here, they're just gonna be different. The song sounds totally different from everyone else. So the staging being totally different is just totally fits with it, and it doesn't need lots of bells and whistles. Let's go to the second photo. And we can see this looks different LED. This looks like a wall of water with this dark side. So the color palette's similar. And it looks like we're going back to the costumes from Eurovision.lt, where it's giving me this kind of like communist prison camp feel, but it looks like they might have a little bit of customization in each one, maybe not all the same. We'll check the costumes later on. And the band is performing on stage, which we kind of knew was going to happen. And they don't need to worry because Portugal and Ukraine and Azerbaijan, who are also performing bands on stage, are all in semi-final number one. So I think they're the only band performing on stage. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see what Italy does. No, Italy's in semi-final number one. So they could be the only ones, which again will help them stand out. They're late in the running order. And then the third photo, we're getting a little bit of chaos here. We still see the rocks on the LEDs, which we had in Eurovision.lt, which I thought looked wonderful. And then we have these lines. In fairness, this was one of the most complete packages for me coming into Eurovision. I loved the package they had in Eurovision.lt and everything. So I wasn't expecting any big changes here. It looks like the main thing is there's just more lights. There's more elaborate. It's more complicated. That can make it even look more deluxe. But like their core concept was really, really, really wonderful. And then this at the end, we're getting this breaking up of these. In Reddit, they talk about them as being Lego pieces. They're like these bars, I suppose, that can just move around and go crazy. And I remember seeing them when they were filmed this staging. It feels like these bars have just come out of nowhere, but they're really, really wonderful. Like last year, we had kind of like more square ones. I think we had 14, was it 4x4? And this year they go with bars. It really does add a lot of atmosphere and customization for the delegations to make the staging look their own. Really wonderful. Not much to say about Lithuania because again, this isn't a huge amount of surprise because their core package already was great. Let's see if we can look at the costumes though. Are they customized or are they all get the same thing? They're very similar to what they had in Eurovision. I like these costumes because it's giving a little bit of kind of, like I said, communist prison camp. It's also giving like hospital feel, so kind of like a little bit sterile, but then also a tiny bit of mental hospital as well. It's giving like dark dystopian imagery. There's a tiny bit of customization, like Emilia's got a longer strap in the front. But yeah, I think it just makes them really, I would prefer just a little bit more customization for all four of them. But maybe they don't want it to be like we're four individuals. It's like we are a community experiencing the same thing. So maybe that's intentional. I'll do a quick check of Reddit. Is it the same? Yeah, they're saying there's more, they're able to add more light and shade because of this like high quality production lighting that they have. So there's a big change between lighter and darker. Wonderful. So excited for this. I think it's really going to pop. And there's a real absence of color that's really, really noticeable here. Who are my winners? Latvia are my winners. Sorry, I'm pretty quick. Latvia are my winners. Those photos are stunning. Absolutely stunning. Ice, princess, fairy, alien. Wonderful. Total fantasy. Who else? Generally pretty good today. I don't know if I could put Austria in as my winner because I just feel like I need to see the video. It makes me intrigued for the video, which I suppose is part of the reason for these photos. Ireland as well. Wonderful. That third photo from Ireland's making it onto my thumbnail. Definitely. Really, really, really wow. And then I think Australia. I think that looks like it's going to be really, really, really super fun. I wouldn't say I have any losers today. I would say I don't feel like I got very much information from Armenia. Again, like it's him on a treadmill and doing tricks and stuff on that, so we need to wait and see. Yeah, no one flopped for me today. Okay, that's what I thought about the 8 songs in the first half of the second semi-final. What did you think? Leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Thank you to those who've been supporting me on PayPal and Buy Me Coffee. If you want to support the channel, I'll leave our QR code for you here and a link in the description. And keep in mind that you can also support the channel now by joining as a member. The join button is down below. And of course, thank you to my wonderful patrons for patronizing me from all around the world. On my Patreon, you can get loads and loads and loads and so much Eurovision stuff. My God, it's just like the Eurovisioniest thing / place / location on the internet. I'm not going to stop talking. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go all the way to the outro. Thank you for joining me. See you soon. Eurovision analysis. Bye. It's so messy.